Welcome to the Taters Garden YouTube channel. This is a brand new channel. We're looking forward to talking with all the folks out there in YouTube land about a whole bunch of really cool stuff. We got a little homestead here in the Mid-South, East Tennessee, and we're just going to talk about how we do things here a little bit. We got some geese. Talk more about the geese in another video, I'm sure. Mary's laying or sitting on her egg. We got some old tractors here we like to work on. Here's the 1948 Farmall Cub. We just got some work on the back end done to it. And down here's a 57. And it needs a little bit of transmission work and carburetor work on it. Anyway, we're headed out to the high tunnel over there to pull back the row cover. We had a frosty night last night, and I covered things up in there to keep them nice and warm. Up there's some Nubian dairy goats, and two of them just gave us 3 kids. The other one's getting ready to have some kids, but we're going to start milking that black one for sure real soon. And anyway, we'll do some videos on that kind of stuff. That'll be awesome. Looking forward to that. We got a few chickens. We used to have a few more, but I quit fooling with chickens. And we'll do a chicken video in the future, I'm sure. And anyway, we're really looking forward to talking to you all about market gardening in particular, and all things sustainable. We like to try and do things sustainably here. And another big thing that we're into is seed. We grow a little bit of seed for a few small seed companies. We grow seed, a lot of seed for ourselves. And we started a seed library in town. We got 2 layers of row fabric here. And this is a row of very early tomatoes. I'm doing a trial on these tomatoes. So I've gotten, I think, 6 different varieties of tomato in here. And they're all ultra earlies, 60 or 65 day or less varieties. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do. I had been developing a variety, but it just wasn't quite what I was hoping it would be after a few years of fooling with it. And so, anyway, kind of starting over, back to square one, finding something new to work with. And this row here is a row of cucumbers that we set out yesterday. So they had their first night out, and it was a chilly night, and I can see that some of the plants aren't too happy, but all in all, things are looking okay. The water jugs are like hot water bottles. It's a passive solar technology, I guess you'd call it. I used to paint them red because the tomato plants like the red color, and I wanted them to have some kind of color more than just clear, so they heated up a little quicker. So anyway, that's why some of them are red, and it works really good on this ultra early stuff. I'll leave that open just a little bit to let a little bit of heat in or air in. And now we'll go around to the back end and unlock the back door to get a little more venting. This early patch here, this is where we plant our early stuff. It'll also be where we end up planting our late stuff. We put out some sugar snap peas a couple days ago. I'm going to seed some beets and turnips later on today. And the first part of next week, we're going to set out some cabbages, etc. Here's the last of last year's overwintered late stuff. There's some turnips, etc. over there. The turnips are they're just animal fodder now, it seems like. That's all we're doing with them, is feed them to the goats. Alrighty, now we got a little venting. And further down the hill, you can see some old bean trellises. I leave them up to keep things keep my contour mapped out. I try to farm it on the contour because it's a pretty steep slope in some places. And so I will leave it like that until I start to run over it with the tractor to start turning the soil, and then I'll start pulling them down to get it all worked up. But I need to, they're my markers basically. And here's the goats. We'll say hi to the goats. Yeah, there's my sassy lady. Here's Gorgeous, and here's Socks. And those are our mamas. We got some nice kids. So anyway, our methods are non-certified, organic, and biodynamic here. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then stay tuned. We'll be doing, that's how we do here. That's all we do. So if you like it, then cool. And we'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one.